Kia ora everybody, Kane Warren here, Open Up Bro. Here we are tonight for our second series and looking forward to a great show ahead. So look, it's just great to have you online. If you are viewing us, fantastic. We've got a great topic that we're going to be working through tonight. As you know, we are talking about real issues, real talk from real men that have been through the experiences and through life and have got things to share with you tonight that are going to empower you potentially in your life. So look forward to that tonight. Awesome. Now, as you recall, last week, one of the success stories was that the Man Up and the police, we did a partnership. And part of that partnership was to go to Mount Eden Prison to meet a high-profile inmate, and cold start to actually engage this gentleman to get involved with Man Up. He generally didn't get involved with anything, or any help programs or support programs, so it was just taking an opportunity. Within 30 seconds, he was fascinated with Man Up. He shook my hand and says, "Look, let's get to work. I want to be a better man. I want to be a better father." Well, I've got some interesting news. The Mount Eden Prison informed us by email over the weekend that they don't want to engage with the Man Up program. Free, F-R-E-E, a free program to help our men. So we're going to have a talk to some of our brothers here tonight. They're going to share their stories. They have been incarcerated, particularly in the Serco prison in Manukau and Mount Eden in Auckland. And we sent out our reporter, George Natai, with Open Up Bro, to just give us a bit of some feedback, and this is what he came up with. Check this message out.
This is Mount Eden Prison, home to over 1,000 male inmates. In 2015, management of the prison was taken off Serco, a private company funded to manage the service, that lost the contract because of violent and illegal behaviour happening within. Serco had asked Man Up not to deliver their free service there in their South Auckland facility. Meanwhile, the Department for Corrections also asked the same thing of Director Kane Warren. It costs the country $107 million to house people in Mount Eden Prison. Open Up Bro approached Mount Eden Prison for comment, to no avail. But here's what members of the community had to say.
I think it's imperative that we get into Mount Eden Prison. I think if we need to get to the source straight away as early as possible. And anything that hinders that is just delaying men's ability to break through early.
Oh, absolutely. I believe it should be in the prisons, in every prison actually for that matter. And the reason why is because of what it can do for the actual prisoners themselves. Going in there and actually encouraging, helping the guys to actually want to change their lives and change their ways. Yeah, absolutely. I think it should be out there.
Oh, for sure. I think the Man Up program is doing a lot of good for our men, especially my whānau. So definitely, Man Up, to Tangata, Aotearoa.
George Natai, Open Up Bro.
And welcome back. So thank you very much if you've just tuned in and live on our broadcast, Open Up Bro. Kia ora, welcome, good evening. And here we are with our panel here tonight. As I said and mentioned, we are now going to be talking about, bros, we're going to be now talking about, prison, incarceration, the term they use, rehabilitation, the efforts that they put into so-called make us better men, better fathers. We're going to really hear from our brothers tonight around what that all means. Look, well, brother, it's been almost over 12 months, bro, 12 months that you have not reoffended and no more jail time. Bro, I just want to ask the question, why?
Horrible stuff for any parent.
Bit of a wake-up call, eh?
Yeah, big one.
So when did you sort of get that realisation, bro, that, you know, that enough is enough?
When I was getting visits from my son, and he was locked up too, they were bringing him over from the youth. And just stuff that we were talking about, and I just thought, sorry, son.
Rod, well, you know, we've all had an upbringing. We call it our childhood. Brother, what was your childhood like, bro?
Foster homes, family homes, that's it. I didn't have family. Yeah, I was just chucked in foster homes, family homes all my life.
Yeah, It's a hard life, isn't it? You know, being raised. You know, was your father around, bro?
But no one was around. Yeah, I just had all these different people. Yeah. But no father, no mother. I didn't meet my mum till she was dead.
So, you know, the involvement of, you know, gangs and drugs, you know, did you get involved in, you know, gangs? Did you take drugs?
Yeah, did it all this stuff. Alcohol, drugs, meth, yeah, cannabis.
Wow.
Yeah, all on blame, you know. I was angry at the world and had to release it somewhere, but it was the wrong one.
How many years, bro? How many years have you been in the system? You know, we talk about foster care and imprisonment. What, you know, of your life, how many years have you been involved in the system?
32 years, pretty much, but probably more. Yeah.
Did you just basically, you know, begin to accept that as life now, that there was nothing else was going to change? What was that like, bro?
Ugly. Oh, so.
Well, one of the things is that I met you 12 months ago, bro, in Circo up in Wuri, you know. You remember that?
Yeah.
You remember that? Did you ask for me to come in, or did you hear about Man Up? Can you talk to us?
About it, and I told this lady, Julie, about it, yeah. And then you came.
Yeah. What was your first impressions, not necessarily of me, but what was your first impressions of what I was talking about in terms of Man Up?
I just took it from that, you know. That means everything to me, you know. You know, what it says is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's no course, it's no program, it's, you know, and it's all people like me. You know, it's time for us to step up and be dads, fathers, you know, not want to be gangsters, want to be druggies, and love our egos more than our kids. You know, and that's real talk. I still love it. You know, it was like a high, pretty much. Yeah. I love my kids lots.
One of the things that really touched me, bro, was that you were actually writing, and you were good at writing and structuring sayings, quotes, your own quotes that you would write together, and I was blessed enough to you gave me a whole pile of these writings, and I actually took, you know, days to actually read through each one, and I've actually pulled one out tonight, and if you don't mind, can I read it out? Yeah, sure. It's one of the writings while Brother Rod was locked up in his last jail term. These were one of the writings, and I'll just read it. I'll read it to you, shall I? And read it to us. It says here, "No child deserves to be left fatherless or to be treated the way. What horrible feelings you must have felt every time I went astray." Bro, if you don't mind me asking, bro, who are you writing that about?
To all the kids that are going to be going through stuff like me. You know, they're not alone. There's better things, there's a tomorrow. You know, someone loves them, you know. That's pretty much, yeah. Just let the kids know that there's better things out there, you know, just because things aren't good at home. Yeah. Just put it all out on paper.
Yeah. Bro, this may be something that may encourage a lot of our viewers tonight too, is that, you know, you're doing 30, 40 years of, you know, of imprisonment and being in the system. Is it possible, bro, to start a new life? You want to...
Of course it is.
Yeah.
It's all up to the person, you know, and if they have a look at that man up and see, you know, what it's doing, you know, all you see is, you know, people like myself, and, you know, that are sick of it. And I believe it's that word right there, you know, man up. You know, people see that.
Yeah. Rod, do you think Man Up is a program for our prisons? Do you think it should be in there?
It should be. Should already be there, you know. There's nothing else in there. They just got the courses for like, oh yeah, if you want to get your parole early, go and do this course, and this course. And that's why everyone does it, to get parole, not to, because they want to help themselves, you know.
If I can just jump in there too, Rod, you were talking about Man Up, but being in custody that long, you would have seen what programs work and what don't work. Why don't you think the Department of Correction programs don't work?
Because they don't. You just get told to do it, and you do it. If you want to get your parole, you do it.
Just tick the boxes,
Yeah, tick the boxes. But, you know, a Man Up program, you know, heaps of fellas in there need it. I know they do, because I did. Yeah.
So the saying's true, you know, do the crime, you do the time. But, you know, when we're talking about being raised in dysfunction, being cultured in an environment where there is no choices of a better life, you just got to suck it up, harden up, and deal with it. And that's probably been a big culture for you, Rodwell, to break through, and breaking that cycle.
Yeah, but it was pretty easy to. You know, I just chose to. I wanted to. Had enough. You know, no one wanted to see their kids coming to visit them from the jail. You know. Oh boy and my girl.
What, Rodwell, if you had a message right now to whānau and rangatahi, what would you say? And I want you to direct it down our camera tonight and just tell our whānau what's good and what matters, bro.
Family, that's what matters. Our children is what matters. And family, you know, wake up in the morning, love your kids, go to bed, love your kids. That's all. Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure, bro. Man up to Tangata. We appreciate you, Rod, and we just, as a brotherhood, we carry on walking through this journey together. You're a friend of mine and a brother, and we love you dearly, my man. So thank you very much for sharing part of your story, and there's still a lot more to come from you, my man. Kia ora, bro. Well, we're just going to just go to an AV right now. We'll come back to you very soon.
Age of 15, I started doing prison, and I've just been in and out of prison for the last 21 years until I met Man Up, until I met King, and I've become part of Man Up, and all that's changed for me.
Primarily, Man Up is a program for men. We focus on empowering men to be better fathers, better partners, and just all-round better contributors to community, and obviously engaging the prison. That was purely on invitation by women that have heard about the Man Up program outside of the prison and wanted to see if we could come and engage with their partners inside the facilities.
But Man Up was supporting my family while I was in jail, so that made me make some real serious decisions while I was in prison. I separated myself from all my old associates so that I could get on with the journey that I wanted to do.
So Serco has made a decision to stop Man Up, the program, and more directly myself from visiting inmates. It's a little bit sad because we are doing good work with the men inside, and we've got good results on the outside as well. You know, straight to the point where we're not only helping men get out of prison, but we're helping men stay out of prison.
You know, the love is there. It's like a family thing. You know, you become like a part of the family when you join Man Up. That's how it is for me, my partner, and my children. It's not just a program.
Open up, bro. Here we are again with our special guest here on the panel. My brother Kaiwi here, but welcome Billy Bags. Welcome to Open Up, my bro. Here we are, as you've already heard, if you've just tuned in right now, we're talking about our prisons, New Zealand prisons in particular. Yeah. They're the biggest housing projects in New Zealand. The government's pouring millions of dollars into rehabilitation. We're going to ask some real questions tonight really around, is it working? Is it effective? And the other side to the question is, why isn't Man Up getting an opportunity to work with our men in our prisons in New Zealand? Man Up works, we know that, but we're not here to talk about that. We are here to interview the brother around his life and his experiences. So thank you, Billy, for coming on the panel tonight, my bro. Billy, you know, what was your encounter with Man Up?
When I first heard of Man Up, I was in prison, and the bro came in with my partner to help me put my sentence together, put stuff together for sentence, and sentencing it turned out real good, and I've been on board with Man Up for 9 months since I got released. So
that's 9 months, bro. So that's, can we say, sort of 9 months of not reoffending, and obviously no more jail time at this present time?
Yes.
Bro, that's a victory.
Yeah, my bro, for real. For real, brothers. Yeah, brother.
The thing is if we just got to rewind back, life a little bit back to when you were growing up, bro. You know, how was your life in terms of growing up in the family? Because you've done a lot of jail time, bro. You know, to be real, and so everything starts somewhere. Where did it start for you, my bro?
Yeah, in my early teens, like when I was about 12 or something, my role models were just criminals, hardened criminals, gang members, and I ended up thinking that was the norm, and I just followed suit pretty much, and got into it, just got right into it.
Awesome.
So would it be fair to say, my bro, from childhood leading into teenager and being an adult and being incarcerated, would you say then you being institutionalized started at a young age?
For sure, man. Boys' homes, I started going to boys' homes when I was 12, and had some shocking experiences in boys' homes. Yeah. So, yeah.
How shocking, bro?
I can recall one time being in a boys' home down in Ruatoki. I remember waking up underneath a tarpaulin after being smacked over the back of the head with a spade. And I would have been about 12 years old, and I remember waking up here underneath a tarpaulin from being knocked out for a while, and being beaten up pretty bad from the people that were meant to be looking after me, black eyes, all the rest of it.
For a lot of novices that obviously are probably tuning in tonight and be like, oh, what's this all prison stuff about? What is the prison culture, and how does that help you as a man, obviously, being in the system?
Prison culture, what do you mean?
So I don't know what prison's all about. Okay, watching this, and what's that all about?
Well, prison, you do wrong, you stuff up, you do wrong, you go serve your time, and their job is meant to be to rehabilitate you and until you're good enough to go back into society, back into the community. But my 21 plus years in and out of prison that's never ever worked for me. I've done a lot of programs on the real. I've done lots of programs.
What kind of programs in particular?
Living without violence, crime prevention, better choices, drug and alcohol
Wow,
stuff.
that's quite a few, eh?
And yeah, it didn't work for me.
Until
For
such
real,
time
eh?
as follow meet you.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, well, I recall that that before it all happened, meeting you, you know, your partner actually stepped in the gap.
Yeah,
You
she
know,
did.
And I guess, you know, it's like for every man that's in jail, there's a family that's at home waiting, you know. How does that make you feel when you're in jail, knowing that your family's at home waiting? When's daddy coming home? When's my partner coming home?
It was actually pretty hard to deal with, but I had to, you know, it wasn't easy or a nice feeling thinking, you know, knowing that my family were at home, I was absent, you know, I just wasn't there to support them, and I know that they were hurting and suffering, and that's what made me put my head in and do something about it.
Yeah. No, that's brilliant. I mean, and that's what these visits were about, you know, in Mount Eden. And that's why, you know, I'm quite passionate about getting involved in prison, because it's not just about helping the inmate get out.
Yeah. No,
It's about what? It's about helping the brother
Absolutely.
get back on his feet, you know, get back to his family. Hey,
That's exactly what Man Up's done for me. You know, when I first met you and you started visiting me in prison, the one-on-one sessions, everything, from release to this day, man, all it's done for me and my family is nothing but good. And I've broken I've broken the cycle. For real, not just saying that for the camera, for real, I've broken the cycle, I've broken generational stuff and just stuff that like my father and my grandfather and they should have done, and you know, generations before me should have done, but that's what we're up to today. You know, we're doing it now, we're doing it for our kids and on the real.
Because I think the other thing too, a lot of brothers are probably asking, okay, I'm incarcerated, I get released, and I get locked back up, I get incarcerated, get released, get locked back up. What was it for you that kept you up? Because isn't the steps of freedom supposed to be a wraparound to keep you on the outs, or how did you do it?
How did I get to where I am today?
How did you stay up?
With the from meeting Elder King and taking on board everything that the bro was teaching me, sharing with me while I was in prison, and of course looking at what my family was going through, my partner and my children, and but what's got me to where I am today, the full-on wraparound support from Man Up, it's 24/7, and you know, I've been facing heaps of challenges lately, but the ongoing support that I've been getting from Man Up and all the tools that I've learned, the keys, has just helped, and I'm doing pretty good.
Awesome, Billy. You know, we're really proud of you, bro. And you know, I was asked this question. You know, do you think Man Up should be in prisons to help our men?
Yeah, yes, it should be.
Cool.
Of course.
Is there men like yourself in prisons right now that are probably wanting to change but just don't know how?
Yeah, there is, bro. I know that for a fact. I know heaps of people in there that want Man Up, and yeah, until they okay it all and everything, they're just waiting, bro.
Brother Billy, you know, before you leave our set tonight, I just want to give you the opportunity, bro. Whānau that are watching, people that may know Billy, you may not know him at all, but bro, I'm going to give you the opportunity, bro, to have some last words and just some, you know, some challenge or some encouragement to our people out there, just around the struggle, drugs, gangs. Is it possible to, you know, man up and stand up for your family? Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So if you want to be a better father, better partner, you know, better man, better leader for your family, then you know, jump on board with Man Up. If you're struggling with drugs, any addictions, violence, all the rest of it, Man Up's the one for you. And it's worked for me. You know, I've been a shocking fellow for a long time, and it's definitely worked for me. And, yeah, just don't give up and go hard, whatever it takes for your family is. Man Up's where it's at, for real.
So we'll conclude on this session by saying that it's definitely this path of transformation and change that we help in Man Up is not easy, but it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
And I tell you, if you're, like Billy says, if you're reaching out, we've got an 0800 number, 0800 1 Man Up. Our phone line is open right now, up until 9 p.m. tonight, that you can call us and speak to somebody about getting some help, some support for yourself or for one of your whānau. Kia ora. Queuing the Navy right now. We'll come back to you very shortly.
Awesome.
Ngā tāne I ako haka motuhake ki te wānanga tuatahi o tūtangata ki tā maki makaurau. Ko te ito o te kaupapa, ko te tautoko I ngā momo hui nei, kia puta atu ai ngā tāne I te kapua pauri ki te ara tika hei oranga mō rātau whānau. Anei anō, Atalisa Kupenga.
Kua whakarerea ngā tohu kēnge ki muri kia hiki nai ko te kaupapa o tū tangata.
It's just awesome. If it can change someone like me, which I was founder and president of the mob, it can change anyone.
He mema māpū manguru o mua whiti meini, no te whānautanga o tāna tama herea ai e te ture. Kore rawa ia I te hiahia kia noho ko tāna tama hei whakarea ngā tuatoru ki ngā kēnge.
Just seeing my son yearning for a relationship like I yearned for my father's time and relationship. That was something that stood out for me, you know. I'd like my son to look at me as a Superman figure, but as a father figure, you know. And because I've been absent from the household, that's not happening, you know. So it's over time, I hope that changes.
Neke atu I te iwa te kau o ngā rōpū tū tangata I Aotearoa I Ahitareiria hoki. Ko te nuinga o ngā tangata he Māori, he mauhere o mua hoki.
Ko te whakaaro nui o roto te haka nei, e pāna ki te tahi o ngā kianga o tū tangata, ki te whakatipu ngā matua, hei whakaora ai ngā tamariki mokopuna hoki.
He wānanga anō kei te haere I tēnei tau, ko te hiahia o te hunga ki konei kia hora atu tangata ki ngā marae puta noa. Talisa Kupenga, Te Kaya.
Open up, bro. Here we are, live on Facebook. Great to have you on board tonight. And I just want to say kia ora Piripi. Great to have you on board on Open Up, bro. And of course, Kaiui. We've been talking about incarceration and men that are in our prison system, and the types of programs and support that our men are currently getting. There's a new program on the market and it needs to get into our prisons, and we're advocating that. Man Up needs to go into our New Zealand prisons for our men. We're agreeing on that. We've had men that have been incarcerated, particularly in the Wiri prison and also in Mount Eden, and so now it's time for us to be able to voice that, and I hope you can support us. Any questions that you have, we're going to have a Q&A session very shortly. I'd like you to post your questions up and we'll attempt to answer those or bring some advice to you as well. Kia ora Piripi. Great to have you on board with us here tonight, my bro. And I know most of our panellists, including yourself, have had prison time, done sort of some time in prison for whatever reasons. Yeah, I want to sort of just get straight to the point with you, my bro. And Man Up. How did Man Up come into your life and when?
It came in at a time when I was desperate. I needed something new. I needed something to deal with the issues that I was going through. Deal with the issues that I needed to deal with, that I haven't dealt with. But I was pretty much down on the ground with nothing.
When you talk about the issues, Piripi, what are the top 3 issues that you were dealing with?
Addictions, alcohol and drugs, family violence, rejection, jealousy was another one.
Have you done many programs in the past to get yourself supported and getting some sort of help? Have you had programs before?
Yeah, alcohol and drug courses, anger management courses.
And talking to you off the set just earlier, you really expressed that Man Up has really brought some transformation into your life. Do you want to talk to us about that?
It's helped me to become more, acknowledge my mistakes that I've made, acknowledge and accept the consequences to my actions. It's changed my whole way of thinking. It's just completely different.
Awesome.
Again, I got to ask the question, like our brother before, Billy, you know, what's kept you going? You know, and I guess he was sharing about the brotherhood. What's that? How has that kept you going? Has that kept you?
It's a 24/7 brotherhood.
Yeah.
If we need help, even just support, even just a text message, the brothers are there, and they come at times when you need it, even without asking. We got our Iron Men, you know, they ring us up, drop us a text, but being able to do that for other people.
Just this question comes to mind, and it may be something that our viewers and particularly our men struggle with, and that's asking for help. How did you ask for help? How did you build it up inside yourself to actually take that step to go, look, I want to get some help?
My motivating factor is I want my children back, and that's been the one. And I've had to do all these things to be able to get to get my children back, to bring them back to me. I have to go through all these steps, and this was a big part of it.
So Man Up's definitely something that's going to support you as a man, but also your aspirations to bring your family back together again?
Yep. No, definitely.
Fantastic. Nice. Yeah. Hey, once again, I just want to give you the opportunity, my bro, Pirapi, to just encourage our audience tonight, just around the opportunities that you've had with Man Up, and maybe give our whānau a bit of encouragement to close the session.
All I can say is that if you need help, get out there and ask for it. Ring up the 0800 number, make that step. All you need to do is walk in that door, everything else will be taken care of. So don't be shy, do it. That's all I can say.
So adding to that, like the brother said, walking into those doors, there's actually 75 Man Ups right across Auckland that operate tomorrow night at 7 p.m. But not only in Auckland, it's right across the country, and that help is right near you. So ring 0800 1 Man Up, or go to our Facebook page, Man Up Auckland. You'll get all the information. They'll get you on the same track that our brothers are on. So, man, look forward to joining into this journey with you too, Tangata.
That's awesome. So we're just in a Q&A right now. We'll come back to you very shortly.
Coming to Man Up, I've learned how to be a father, and learned how to be a family man. I've learned how to take responsibility, to own up for what I do.
Man Up's done a lot for me. I'm happily married. I never hit my wife again. The relationship I've had with my wife, now it's beautiful. I'm now drug and alcohol free, and out of the 6 children, I have 3 children that's come back. I'm violent free. I'm happily married.
Everything is gone for me. I'm totally a new man, and I really love Man Up. It's changing me.
I'm a lot happier with my life. I actually love myself so that I can love others, especially my family.
Clean off crime, start a new life, coming to church, praying, slaying. That's my life now, is just help out our community.
Man Up to Tangata. There's actually a brotherhood here for you. If you're struggling out there, we're here to help you.
Kia ora everybody, open up bro, here we are. This is us at the last stages of this series or program tonight. It's been a wonderful time. I really want to first of all thank my panel, thank my brothers here. I want to thank you bros for being up, having that confidence to open up to us tonight. It's fantastic that we get this opportunity to bring something that's real, relevant to our families. And Man Up to Tangata, that is a program, it's a lifestyle that when you get involved in it and get get committed, make some changes, it's possible. No, never too late to start. And come into an environment where you're loved and not judged. And these are programs right across New Zealand. Call the 0800 number, 0800 1 Man Up, leave a message, even private message, Man Up Auckland. We'd love to get in touch with you and reach out to you, and you reach out to us and get this journey started for you. And so thank you very much. This is, what I want to say is that, Man Up to Tangata, it's ready to go. We've got a program. We'll talk with anybody, politician, prison management, whānau. We're ready to go. We want to make a difference with our men, to make a difference at our homes, with our families. That's what Man Up is all about. And so, it's this weekend is actually Father's Day, by the way, gentlemen. Father's Day, so I just want to say a happy Father's Day to our men on the panel here tonight. Happy Koror's Day, happy Uncle's Day. All those men out there that are making a difference for our homes and our families and communities. And just want to say, you know, fathers, you do matter. You're very important in terms of your role and responsibility for your whānau and for your future generations. So we just want to say a big kia ora. Thank you for being on Open Up, bro. And happy Father's Day this weekend. I know your children, your grandchildren and your partners, they're going to cook your breakfast.
Happy Father's Day.
How about that? That's us tonight. Kia ora and good night. See you back next Wednesday, 8 p.m.